SNAP benefits. It's a lot of people that's out here doing the crazy. You know what I mean? It's a lot of families, a lot of children that's really going through situations to the point where it's a lot of people that's lined up at food lines, as I see was taking place on different type of and different type of programs and stuff like that. It's a lot of going on with a lot of people that really can't feed themselves. A lot of people being laid off from their jobs. It's a lot of really things going off. It's you really is devastated for real. You know what I mean? It's crazy for real because you got people who have to go to food pantries, free stores, and stuff like that to be able to get food, to be able to provide for their food, until this government assistance thing over to the point. It's really devastated. It's despicable. Should nobody should be going hungry. You know what I mean? Everybody should be able to go out and get the items and the things that they like to eat or whatever. But we just got to put our faith in the Lord, keep our faith in God, and stay strong. And we're gonna get through this sad treachery right now that we're going through respectfully. But we got to be strong and be strong for our children. You know, a lot of people in stores, women's in stores selling steaks and fish and all type of stuff. The type of stuff that I'm seeing on the CNN, on these different type of platforms, that it's a lot of people that's in the store stealing for real. Go get a job. Go to the pantry, because if you steal, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to go to jail for theft. Then your kids going to be left behind. Then it's going to really be like bad for you. So go out there and try to reach out to a food pantry or whatever, get some groceries for your kids, or do whatever you need to do to stay on top, and do whatever you need to do, because it's a sad situation that we're going through right now that no person should be going through. But you know, it is what it is for real. So only thing we're gonna do is just try to stay focused, stay strong, and you know, and don't think of negatively. Think about going to a food pantry, calling out to some type of agency to get some type of help, besides putting yourself in a situation where you're going to go to a store and somebody bids and stealing out their stores where they got to make money to feed their family too, and you're going to go to jail taking risks of stealing pork chops or pork and beans or whatever you in the store stealing, and you're going to set yourself up at risk to put yourself in a situation to be in jail while your kids and children detective company and all that. So you don't want to be in a situation like that. So if you want to think positive, think wisely. Reach out to your food pantry, wherever neighborhood you in. If you gotta stand in the line and do what you gotta, there's a lot of pantries ain't got enough food for a lot of people. So they like running out of food like every day. It's crazy. It's a sad situation. Should nobody be going through that, family, children, and all that type of stuff. It's crazy for real, but you know, we just gotta just stay strong, put God first, put the Lord first. Never think negatively. Put the Lord first. Put your faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, because He gonna come through. He the high power. He's in control. You know what I mean? So don't never sit back, think of something negative that be going through your mind. Well, I gotta go in the store and steal this for my kids. No, because if you go do that, you're going to jail. So you want to just think of something in a situation where you can reach out to one of your food banks in your local area. Reach out, get you some food or a couple bags until this treasury over with, until they make up their mind in Washington to whatever they want to do, because they have like kids up there to the point. Shouldn't know nobody should be going through this situation, you know what I mean? Because we have kids up in Washington that can't get their act together, and I don't know where they need to be at, respectfully, you know what I mean? So that's where we at right now. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That's exactly what's going on, and that's just real deal, you know what I mean? So what we gotta do is stay strong, put the Lord first, never think negative. Reach out to your food pantry, go get you a couple bags of food, and you know, if you got a little money saved up, go do what you gotta do, you know, to be able to feed you and your family. But don't never think of negatively to put yourself in a situation where you're gonna go to jail and be away from your kids for stealing a pork chop or Orby sandwich or a biscuit sandwich or eggs or whatever you in the store stealing. It ain't really worth that time. You know what I mean? So think positive, and go to a food pantry and get you a bag of food so you can be able to provide for your family until these sad treasuries is over with. You know what I mean? Because it's deep times, the time that we living in right now. You know, it's a lot of people crashing out over EBT assistance, food. You know, and I understand, but don't crash out in a type of negative way. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of people that's really crashing out here. A lot of people going through it, real deal, man. That's on the real deal. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, nothing but a buck. You know, so my thing is to stay strong, keep the faith in God, and we're gonna get through this for real. I'm out. Take care. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Have a blessed day. Keep the Jesus Christ first, and call out to one of your local food pantry Go get you something where you can be able to provide for you and your children or whatever, but don't never sit back and think of negative to go in the store and steal and put yourself in a tough situation where you would be in jail for theft for stealing two steaks and pork chops, and you could have just reached out to one of your food pantries and said, you know what, I'm going through tough times right now and it's hard. What can you do to help? We're gonna see what we can do to help you and your kids. We're gonna do that. And if you go into a store, you holler at the manager, be like, I'm going through sad treasure right now. Is there something that you can help me out with right now? I steady going into somebody's business, stealing out of their business where they feed their family too, for real. You taking from them. So my thing is to you, and my advice to you is to go in there and holler at the manager and say, you know, we're dealing with, I'm dealing through hard times right now. You know, it's sad. I need the food. Can you help me out? And you'd be surprised what these managers can do for you in these sad situations that we're going through. God, peace out. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm out.